If you allow me to remove the stuff, if you start throwing it overboard, then your ship will begin to float. And even though it's being tossed by the waves, even though it's being knocked to and fro, that you will not sink. You will be able to go through the storm, and your deliverance is on the way. I feel my help coming. I feel it. I feel it. You got to lose some things in order to gain the things that God has for you. The Bible says that they begin to toss the things off the ship. They begin to remove the cargo. And they started doing things to the ship that they knew that they were supposed to do in the storm. They started moving the sails around and they started throwing the ropes. But it got to a point that there was nothing else to throw off the ship. So they had to throw all the ropes and all the tackle, which were the things that they used to control the ship. They had to throw that overboard just so the ship could stay afloat. God is saying today that you can't lean on your own power. You can't lean on what you know how to do. You got to throw all of that out the window and begin to trust me. If I said it, then I'm going to do it. If I said it, it's got to come to pass. If I told you you're going to be all right, then you got to walk in my obedience. You got to walk in my grace and know that I'm going to deliver. Know that I'm going to set free. No matter what you think it is, no matter how you see things, God is in the way-making business. God is going to deliver you out. My God. My God. It says that after they threw everything overboard, they began to come toward an island. And as they began to get closer, they started to worry that the ship was going to run aground and it was going to hit the rocks. And the sailors that were on the ship that knew how to control the boat didn't have any power because everything was gone. The one thing that was left was the lifeboat. And it says that they began to throw the anchors into the water to try to slow the ship down from hitting the rocks. And it says as they were throwing the anchors overboard, that the sailors took the life raft and put it on the outside of the ship. Because while everybody else was distracted, they were going to get in the life raft in order to save themselves. But they were telling everybody that they were slowing the boat down, that they were dropping anchors to keep everybody safe. But what they were really doing were trying to save themselves. And it says that as they begin to do this, Paul told the centurion, he said, in order for us to survive, they got to stay in the boat. So he got the soldiers and they cut off the life raft. Somebody's still holding on to that one thing that they believe can save them. Somebody is holding on to that one piece of indiscretion just in case God can't do what he said he's going to do. Somebody is holding on to that one little itty bitty fact that just in case God don't do what he said he's going to do, I still got my ace in the hole. But I'm here to tell you that God is going to cut away everything. And you have to stay in the ship in order to survive. You can't jump ship just because it gets a little weathery. You can't jump ship just because it don't look like it's going to happen. You can't jump ship just because you don't see the magnificence of God. The Bible says that we have to trust God in everything that we do. You can't jump ship because like it's not going to be all right. You got to trust God in everything that he says. You got to stay in the ship in order to survive, in order to make it through the storm. You got to stay in the ship in order to make it through your problem.